Hello Pisces, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly tarot reading for the month of September 2016. The first card for you is representing your condition at present. Your card is the Lovers. Now you are at the crossway of your life. You have to choose which way to go. You may feel hesitant and uncertain to make decisions, so please consider carefully because you cannot return to correct it if you choose a wrong way. For work, you must make decision for your future, for example, whether to change your job or not, or you may get offers from two companies and have to choose which company to work with, etc. For finance, you still have enough money to spend but not enough for saving. However, it is better to set aside some money for saving. For love, this is an enchanted moment as there may be someone coming into your life. Or you may have more than one person coming into your life that make you feel confused of which one to choose. The Lovers can also indicate a very strong sexual connection that goes beyond instant gratification and lust to suggest a very deep desire and passion that exists between two beings. The physical attraction is strong and so too is the desire to be intimate with one another. On a more personal level, the Lovers card represents the establishment of a personal belief system and becoming clearer about your own values. This is a time when you are figuring out what you stand for and what your personal philosophy on life is. Having gone through the indoctrination of the Hierophant, you are now ready to establish your own belief system and make up your own mind about what is and what is not important in life. This is also a time when you need to stay true to yourself and be as authentic and genuine as possible. The Lovers also represents choices on a grand scale. A dilemma will be presented demanding an action or decision, and you will want to decipher the best way to proceed or make the right choice. Something is going to change your plans or the course of your experience, something that may look negative on the surface but will later prove to be a blessing in disguise. When the Lovers card appears in a reading, it is important to think about what decisions and choices you are facing. The fact that the Lovers is a major arcana card indicates that these decisions or choices are incredibly important and significant, so it is essential that you choose the right path. There may be an easy option available, but you will need to ask yourself whether this is the right path for you in the long run. Oftentimes, it is the more difficult path that will bring you the greatest benefit, particularly on a deeper level. If you find yourself at a moral crossroads where you must choose between taking the moral high ground or the low ground, then you need to consider all consequences before acting. The Lovers card highlights that your own value system is being challenged, and you must make a definite choice based on that system. The choices are never really easy or obvious, either. Unlike the Fool's choice, which has no wrong answer, the choice of the Lovers is very much right or wrong because one of those options will almost certainly take you down a negative path. Thus, it is wise to seek higher guidance before making your final decision. You must be completely honest with yourself in the situation. Do not take things strictly on face value but deeply examine your motives, your feelings, your options and your personal values. The second card for you is representing the immediate challenge or problem that you'll be facing. Your card is the Sun. You will have many good opportunities in your life. If you ever had any problem in the past, something good will be happening to you. For work, you will have a good opportunity to progress in your career, or have salary increase, or get promoted. For finance, you will gain higher liquidity, and if you have any financial problem, it will be resolved positively. For love, you will have a chance to find new love. If you have any dispute with your lover, you will have a chance to come to an understanding and become fresh again. However, This card also indicates that finding the positive aspects to a particular situation may prove to be difficult. The clouds may be blocking out the warmth, and preventing you from feeling as though everything is on track. You may have experienced setbacks that have damaged your enthusiasm and optimism and have perhaps led you to question whether you can really achieve what you have set out to achieve. You may be feeling depressed, sad, or left out. You may be reluctant to proceed and you are no longer enjoying what you are doing. Your direction and path ahead may have become clouded or distorted in some way. Nonetheless, the Sun is never a negative card, so this is only temporary. The obstacles you see can be easily removed if you put your mind to it. It may just take a little more effort than usual. On the other hand, you may be being too positive. That is, your perception of a particular situation is overly optimistic and unrealistic. You do not have a good sense of yourself and what you are and are not capable of. You may have become egotistical and out of touch with whom you really are. You may not be being truthful to yourself and to others, instead trying to talk yourself up when you know you cannot deliver. If this feels like you, then ask others for feedback and to give you a reality check. Are you being unrealistic? Is what you have set out to achieve actually achievable? Are you really as good as you think you are? The third card for you is representing your goal, aspiration, or best outcome with regards to your situation. Your card is the Seven of Wands. You will overcome problems and succeed, but in exchange of your strong intention and best effort. There will be progress in your work which will be a result of your hard working without any support from others. Thus, you will be proud of yourself and feel more confident in your capability. For finance, you will have enough money to spend. For love, you should try harder to be fulfilled. The Seven of Wands can also indicate a challenge to the continued success of a venture or creative project from an external source. While it appears to block your path forward, you can overcome this challenge or obstacle by drawing upon your strong self-confidence, self-belief, and continual self-improvement. It can also be overcome with effort and clarity of purpose. The Seven of Wands is about holding your ground, despite ongoing challenges to your position and authority. You need to take a stand and defend your position at all costs. This will take courage and persistence, but you have the strength and determination to do it. You see yourself as a battler, and no matter what the challenge, you still have it in you to stand up for yourself and fight to the end. So, although you are experiencing a number of setbacks at the moment, you need to continue fighting for what you believe in and confronting others who may oppose or threaten you. There needs to be acceptance with this card that you are not always going to be able to win everyone over. There will always be challenges and opposition to your point of view, and you cannot keep everyone happy all of the time. Thus, now is the time to draw your line in the sand, and say, this is who I am and this is what I need right now. There cannot be any compromise or negotiation at this time, just hold your ground with determination and courage. From quite a literal perspective, this card can indicate that you will be required to give a speech or write a paper on a contentious or highly debated issue. You will need to be ready to defend your argument and present hard facts that support your point of view. Expect to be challenged, but enjoy this challenge as it will help you to create an even more robust argument. The fourth card for you is representing issues from the past that have led to your current situation. Your card is the Hierophant. In the past, you may have had a positive change in your life and you feel more secure now. You may have got promoted or got assignment of new tasks. You may have studied further to broaden your skill and knowledge as well. During this time you may be interested in Dharma, religion, or secret sciences such as astrology. For love, you have to accept that, based on your fortune, you will marry late or have a lover who is older than you 10 years up. If you are single, try to consider an elder person, as you may be able to be fulfilled rather than looking for person at the same age. The Hierophant card suggests that you may be wise to follow established social structures and traditions. You may be involved in some sort of ritual, ceremony, or the trappings of religion. There is also a need to honor some tradition in your life, or maybe start some traditions of your own if you have none. Consider also exploring your spiritual or religious heritage. The Hierophant card often stands for institutions and their values. The Hierophant is a symbol of the need to conform to rules or fixed situations. His appearance can show that you are dealing with a force that is not innovative, free-spirited or individual, but is instead fixated on the way we have always done things around here. Groups can be enriching or stifling depending on circumstances. Sometimes we need to follow a program or embrace tradition, while at other times we need to trust ourselves. The Hierophant card indicates that you may feel compelled to join some sort of group or institution. It may be as significant as joining a new church or religious group, or as simple as joining a gym. This tarot card is about identifying with a group and a way of thinking that will have benefit for you and will prompt further learning. In his focus on sharing knowledge through an institution, the Hierophant represents education and the pursuit of knowledge. This tarot card can indicate a period of increased studying and learning, through formal mechanisms. You seek to understand a field of study that has been widely explored and documented, and so you may go to a well-known or established teacher to find out more. The Hierophant may also appear in your life as a psychotherapist, a wise counselor, a priest, or a spiritual mentor to whom you will turn for wisdom and knowledge. He may be an authority or a kind and generous mentor who nurtures a spiritual awareness. You will learn new skills from this helpful teacher, as he has the wisdom to provide good counsel and advice. The fifth card for you is representing your subconscious realm, the underlying feelings and trends associated with your current situation. Your card is the Eight of Swords. You may have gone through unpleasant life and faced with many problems that made you stressed and confused. There are frustration and troubles, and you cannot get assistance from others. You may be criticized and lose self-confidence. For work, there is so high pressure at work that you would like to resign or change your job. Be careful of making mistake on documents. If you have subordinates, be careful of your speech, as it may cause conflicts. The Eight of Swords is often a sign that it is best not to make any important decisions at this point, because your thinking has been limited and constrained by self-imposed boundaries. You are struggling to see a situation for what it is and have been led to believe certain things that may or may not be true. There are choices available, but first you must be within the right mindset to know which option to choose. This means releasing the bindings and the blindfold to see the situation from a different, less imposing angle. There may also be too many ideas running through your head. Thus it is best to wait until you feel more secure and certain about a situation before making important decisions and taking action. The woman in the Eight of Swords is often seen as powerless. She has surrendered her power to an unknown entity, thus rendering herself completely powerless. She has become the victim and is now waiting to be rescued. If you see part of this woman in yourself, then it is imperative you take back your power and personal accountability and open your eyes to the options that lie in front of you. The fact is that you do have options, even if you do not like those options. This is fine, so long as you accept that you do indeed have options and you do not have to be the victim here. The Eight of Swords portrays a dilemma whereby you are faced with the difficulty of a painful decision and you are at an impasse, uncertain of which way to go. However, what you may not realize is that the decision in the Eight is the result of our own actions. Despite the fact that you have boxed yourself into a corner, there is a way out. The solution is simply to deal with the situation in the most direct yet tactful manner possible, and face your choice with inner strength. It is time to be honest with yourself and others in order to be free of the burden of fear or guilt that is implied with the Eight of Swords. The sixth card for you is representing your immediate future. Your card is the Four of Wands. You will expect progress in your life. It may be progress in your career, finance, and love. You may think of running your own business, which you tend to do it in the future. For finance, your financial status will get better. You will have enough money to spend without any difficulty. For love, you would like to have a secure and long-term relationship with your lover, which it tends to be so. However, be careful not to be too fussy with your lover. Your relationship will be more pleasant if you treat each other as friends, to share opinions and not stick to each other. The Four of Wands heralds celebration, good times, a happy and harmonious home environment and good news. In numerology, 4 symbolizes stability and firm foundations, and in the case of the Four of Wands, you are now enjoying a period of happiness and stability. This card indicates a sense of harmony and balance as well as completion, and thus symbolizes a time of peace and joy in life that come as the result of often difficult and challenging effort. The Four of Wands is one of the most positive cards in the tarot deck and indicates general good fortune, satisfaction, and fulfillment. With the Four of Wands, it is the perfect time to get together with your family and friends and to celebrate all the wonderful times that you have had together. Often, this card reflects the holiday period where you get together with the extended family and join in a celebration. Alternatively, it may be as simple as inviting your closest friends over for an intimate dinner and a few glasses of nice wine. The Four of Wands often points to a marriage, engagement, birth of a child, a birthday, graduation or other type of celebration that marks a special milestone. If you have been working on a project, you will reach an important milestone and will have cause to celebrate. You have completed a significant phase of the project and can feel very proud of what you have accomplished so far. This card augurs a time of joy and satisfaction in life and represents the personal gratification of a job well done, a goal attained, and a vision beginning to be realized. Given the Four of Wands is closely associated with the home environment, you may be working on improving or renovating your home. You may have recently purchased a new home or are very close to finding a new home and getting ready to settle down in your new environment. The Four of Wands indicates peace and harmony. You may find a refuge from the turmoils of life, perhaps by meeting someone new in a romantic setting, or by finding a new place to live that is away from it all. If you have been experiencing any disagreements with others, now will be the time to make a peace offering and instead focus on creating harmony in the relationship. The Four of Wands provides encouragement when things seem too daunting. The card serves as a reminder that most things in life do not come easily, and so when you do accomplish a major milestone, you should be proud of everything that you have achieved. The Four of Wands is also representative of move from one stage to another, and moving past mistakes and challenges to a place of peace, acceptance and happiness. The seventh card for you is representing the advice for you or what approach can be taken to address your current challenges. Your card is the Ace of Cups. Though things do not result as you expected, you do not feel stressed or pressured. You know that there is no change in situation and you will be able to control it. During this time, you should keep cool and be patient. This is not the right time that you can do anything. If you are too hot-tempered, you may be in trouble later, which is not a proper way to solve problem. The Ace of Cups also represents the beginning of love, happiness and compassion. It can indicate the start of a new relationship, be it a friendship or a romance. This is one of those relationships where you feel butterflies in your stomach and you are so pleased to have met someone with whom you can share a special connection. The water in the card reflects the flow of emotion, and thus the Ace of Cups suggests that positive emotion and energy will be created between two people in a way that leaves you feeling good about yourself and life in general. You need to experience the feeling of new love or of giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level and open your heart to what is around you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. This card often means that love is the essence of the situation. It may or may not be romantic love. Look for ways in which you can begin to connect with others. Do you have someone to forgive, or do you want to ask for forgiveness? Can you set aside your anger and find peace? Would you like to drop your reserve and let your feelings show? This is a peaceful time in your life, so use it and make peace with friends or yourself. The Ace of Cups is also about creative expression, particularly where there is an opportunity to allow your emotions to shine through. You are very open to experiencing your inner feelings and sharing them with others. You may be inspired to start a new creative project, take up an art class or two, or even engage in interpretative dance. You are at that point in your life where you feel comfortable with who you are and what you feel, and you are not afraid to express that part of yourself to others. You see new potential in allowing your creative juices to flow, and as such, you are open to new possibilities and stimulating your imagination to allow your talent to unfold. There is certainly a generous, compassionate component to the Ace of Cups. This is a time of giving, not taking, and offering yourself to a new opportunity to help others. You have the power to bring great happiness to others and to share your contentment and positive energy. You will also find that the more you give, the more you receive on multiple levels. The 8th card for you is representing the external influences that can be the people, energies or events which will affect the outcome of your situation and are beyond your control. Your card is the 6 of Cups. There is a chance to meet your friends and re-establish your friendship. The surrounding situation will enable you or provide you a chance to meet your ex-lover or someone you lost contact with. He or she will come into your life again. For work, there is a chance to make mistake and correct your work again. Thus, you should work more carefully at this time. For finance, no need to worry, as you will be able to get financial support from your family members or your friends. The 6 of Cups is a card of childhood, nostalgia, naive happiness, and generosity. You want to return to the happy memories of your past, whether as a child, teenager or adult. Oftentimes, though, these memories are indeed a thing of the past and reflect aspects of your life that have since vanished. You may feel that the only way to connect to this happiness is to escape into the past, where you can reflect on your happy and beautiful memories, instead of dealing with current challenges. This is fine if you are simply taking a walk down memory lane, but it is important that you live in the present and accept your current circumstances rather than always living in the past. Oftentimes, there is nothing wrong with looking back at the good times for inspiration when things are not going so well. In the midst of change and crisis, the 6 of Cups suggests that looking back at what you have endured is a good way to assure yourself that, whatever trials lay ahead, you will meet them and you will overcome them as you overcame others. After losses such as those on the fives, the Six of Cups suggests that you need to take time out to heal, look back on the past and all the good that lies there. During this period of reflection, there is no need to focus on the negative. Instead, bring all of the positive energy from the past into your present and your future. The fallen cups are now full and upright again, but with blooming flowers that cannot be spilled or washed away. Now that you have looked back, the way forward will be clear and enlightening. The Six of Cups can represent a return to a familiar environment or to a childhood place. You may return to your hometown, to your parents' house, to your high school or even kindergarten. You could be going to a high school reunion or reconnecting with a childhood acquaintance. A teenage sweetheart or past lover may turn up again. Allow yourself positive, nostalgic memories of childhood, friends and family. If you can, spend time with younger people. The Six of Cups can also point to your inner child and suggests a need to experience childlike joy. The child you were still lives within you and must be cared for. This is often referred to as working with your inner child. People with persistent problems such as addiction, depression, troubled relationships and chronic dissatisfaction can transform their lives with inner child work and find a new joy and energy in living. The source of your problems may be in past events that are triggered in the present. We are made up of many parts, and inside we still have the little child and adolescent we were with all of its experiences and feelings. This can lead to the inner child reacting strongly to certain experiences, situations and feelings in the present, based on experiences of the past. Working with your inner child and getting to know where these feelings come from can change that and enhance your choices in miraculous ways. When we are being playful, spontaneous, creative, intuitive and surrendering to the spiritual self, our genuine authentic self, who we know deep within us, our real self is being welcomed and encouraged to be present. The Six of Cups can also refer to children in your life. It can denote a pregnancy, birth or adoption, depending on the other cards in the reading. Or, it may indicate that you are about to spend more time with young children, playing, laughing and learning together. Children play a significant role in your present life, and can serve as great advisors. Children are good role models to follow when this card is present. They see the world as a completely perfect place and their hearts are open to experience the myriad pleasures of the world around them. The ninth card for you is representing your hopes, wishes, dreams and fears. Your card is the Wheel of Fortune. You may worry about future situations and your own fate. If you exercised your best effort in the past, there is nothing to worry as situations will not be certainly bad. However, you may worry too much about people or societies around you until you are not yourself. You had better stick to your own standpoint and have more confidence. This will help you look charming and dare to make smart decisions in all situations. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that you should not simply stand still and accept what life hands you. You can take an active hand to try and remain on the upside of the wheel. When things are down, instead of waiting and hoping for things to get better, you can work actively towards improving your situation, thereby speeding up the recovery process. Finally, the wheel asks you to not become discouraged when faced with adversity. Adversity is a natural part of life and should be expected from time to time. The fact that bad times happen should not worry you. Accept them as natural and not necessarily indicative of problems. Instead, look for ways in which you can face and conquer the adversity. If it cannot be addressed, then that might be taken as a suggestion of a problem. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that there are external factors that are influencing your situation that may be unknown to you or outside of your control. It is as though the universe is just dishing up whatever it pleases at this time, and it can feel quite unpredictable and unnerving as a result, especially if you like being in control most of the time. This is one of the challenging aspects of the Wheel of Fortune, since no matter which way the Wheel of Fortune turns, it is impossible to try and change it. So, you might as well try to accept what is happening and adapt accordingly. If a crisis seems inevitable, recall that in every crisis lies opportunity. When you have been pushed in a new direction, know that every path leads somewhere, even if you do not know where it is. Such events are simply out of your control, and if you can accept that, then the ride gets a lot easier. If you struggle against the wheel, it will crush you. So just go with the flow. The Wheel of Fortune is about keeping optimistic and having faith in the universe that it will take care of the situation in the best way possible. You need to remain optimistic yourself, thinking positively and keeping as upbeat as possible. Through meditation and visualization, the Wheel of Fortune can assist and reinforce your intention to bring increased abundance, good fortune and prosperity into your life. This archetype allows your life to turn in more positive directions if you are willing to grow and expand. This is also a lucky time in life when you are sensing the action of fate and destiny working in your favor. You may even be witnessing miracles or a very fortunate series of events. The wheel represents karma and reminds you that what goes around comes around. In the upright position, you are likely to be at the positive end, but again, do not become complacent. You still need to act in ways that are fundamentally good to ensure that luck or positivity stays on your side. The last card for you is representing the outcome. Your card is the Ace of Wands. Overall, this card is a good card, and it is a card of good luck at work. If you are seeking a new job, your opportunity to be successful will be up to 80%. If you do not think of changing job, there will be an assignment of new project to you which will allow you to demonstrate your capability. This is also a good time to do new things, especially relating to work. You will have a new idea which can be applied to your work in the future. During this time, you will be more enthusiastic, have more energy and creative ideas. For finance, you will be able to earn income from your own capability. For love, you will be serious with your love and tend to develop your relationship in the future. The Ace of Wands is a sign to just go for it. This highly action-oriented card sees you feeling incredibly inspired and enthusiastic about pursuing a new idea or project that you have in mind. You are all revved up and raring to go. Use your creative energy and passion to take the first steps and get this project underway. Even if you like to have everything planned out before you begin down a certain path, the Ace of Wands is encouraging you to listen to your instincts and follow your gut. If it feels like a good idea, it probably is. So, start with a few basic actions to get things underway, and then continue to grow and develop your ideas through more complex actions later on. The important thing is that you act now, rather than spending more time planning or researching. The Ace of Wands is also indicative of a time in your life where you have a breakthrough moment and feel very inspired and motivated about a particular idea or passion. Your eyes have been opened to a whole new world, and you are now very excited about the possibilities and the opportunities that are available to you. You are showing huge potential at this time and are driven by a strong, creative force. It is as if there is a latent talent within that is just bursting to get out and be fully utilized. This is also a perfect time to draw upon your imagination and to make your dreams reality. Something to keep in mind with the Ace of Wands, and any ace for that matter, is that it is but a seed that is yet to grow into something more solid or sustainable. You are being offered an opportunity here that shows great promise, but it will be up to you to make the most of it and to maximize the potential for the longer term. It is almost like the spark that is needed to fuel a huge fire, but you must work hard to build the fire up, as the spark itself is not enough to make such a large fire. The energy of the Ace of Wands can also signify restlessness or uncertainty as to how to proceed. You may have energy and passion but not yet have a clear outlet for its expression. All of these wonderful ideas are beginning to build up from within and you are just bursting with energy, but now you must find a way to effectively express this energy in a way that will set you up in the longer term. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Two of Summer. When it's real, you know it. And this relationship is one you can count on. Two hearts become one in a beautiful moment of true romance. It's safe to make a commitment and allow yourself to love and be loved. Let yourself rejoice and revel in these heart-fluttering emotions. Relationships sometimes go through challenges. This isn't the time to give up. If your partnership is feeling strained, continue to work on it. Love still lives in the hearts of both individuals. Stay in a place of faith. The male fairy shows his passion for the female by bringing her to a bed of red roses. A waterfall cascades behind them, indicating the power of the emotions between the couple. Additional meanings of this card: getting engaged, an equal partnership, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem, an unexpected gift, an intimate friendship, ending a disagreement.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.